Part 3, creating iSCSI VMFS data stores. There's a step in the written labs to the effect that you'll add, what we just did with ESX1 we'll now do to ESX2. I would actually have to add ESX2 to my data center in order to make that happen. So I'm skipping that part. I'm moving on to activity 8.12. So what we've got, we're starting essentially right where we left off before. I've got my Microsoft data store. iSCSI is working. I've actually added the other, when I went over here, I actually added both of these as possible targets, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So, because we're not actually going to demonstrate using this data store to move anything around. But we could if we wanted to. So what we're going to do, I'm going to shrink this for just a minute. So we're going to go back to our hosts and go right all the way back to the home screen. I'm going to look at my hosts and clusters rather. No, sorry, not that. Hosts and clusters. So I see my London data store, and I'm going to create, right-click it. Come on, you. And I'm going to choose a new data store. Storage. New data store. Okay, so what we're going to do here now. So before, what we did was in storage management for this host, we connected that iSCSI, our iSCSI initiator on this ESXi host to that iSCSI target on my member server. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this VMFS data store. I'm not going to use a virtual volume. I'm not going to use NFS because I've demonstrated those before. That's not what we're doing now. VMFS, click. I'm going to call this iSCSI data store 1, and I'm going to click, no, not that one, this one. So I'm going to this one. This is all I really have available to me. I've only got one option, so I'm going to click it. Click my Microsoft. So let's see. Name and device selection. If I was managing more than one host in this vCenter, I might have to pick the host first. So I'm going to click Next. What I'm actually going to do is select the iSCSI LUN, and what I'm going to change that data, I'm going to change this to 8 gigs. And so I've got 10 gigs of space. I'm not going to use, yeah, there. So I changed this. I see I've got 8 gigs out of 10 used. Next. So it is good. It notices that it's GPT. It's using VMFS 5. It's an iSCSI. If it's Microsoft iSCSI, 8 gigs, etc. Click Finish. And it's going to think for a minute. So we can go to Home because I can't see my tasks right now. Let's look at my task console. My VMFS data store took almost no time to generate. So I can go to Storage. London. See, I see my iSCSI store here now. Let's see, related objects. There. I see no VMs, I see no folders, I see no hosts. Oh, hosts. So I see that it has got a warning status. It's using about 32% of its memory, 1% of its CPU. Now, you could add new servers this way. You could add, if you added more servers to this data store, actually add more servers to your data center, then add them to your data store as the iSCSI initiators to that target, they would show up here. You would actually see all of the servers, all the initiators that are talking to this target right here. So thanks for watching.